Hello, and welcome to Hoboken, the real estate negotiation game for 4 to 6 players. Through your connections with the local government, you've been given building permits to construct hotels in the city of Hoboken. At the beginning of the game, each player is going to receive a hand of building permits, which are theirs to do with as they please over the course of the game. Now, the thing about this game is that in order to get a hotel built from your hand is that you need to pay the bank the construction costs of the hotel. But if you look here, even the cheapest hotel, the Super 9, has a construction cost of $24, but each player only begins the game with 15. In order to get a hotel built, players need to form partnerships with each other. They're able to do this by the permit holder selling off shares in the hotel. Each hotel consists of 6 shares. So let's say yellow and black here go in 50-50 on the Super 9. So they'd say, oh, we have 3 shares each. When there is a tie for the most shares in a new hotel, the permit holder gets to decide who becomes the CEO. In this case, yellow names themselves to be CEO. Then, let's say over here in the cartwheel, black is able to get themselves 3 shares, red takes 2, green takes 1, 3 shares, 6 shares total, and with black being the majority shareholder, claims the CEOship of cartwheel. This wheeling and dealing happens during the first phase of the round, the negotiation phase, during which time players are wheeling and dealing, buying and selling shares, trying to get hotels built. Once players have opened up the first hotel, for the rest of the game, the negotiation phase can end in one of 2 ways. Either every player agrees that there's nothing else to talk about, or they can flip over this 2-minute sand timer. As soon as somebody notices that the timer has run out, then the round is over, and we begin the visitor phase. During the visitor phase, we draw visitors from the bag. Visitors will start at one end of the board and continue down the path until they come to the first available hotel. At which point, the CEO of that hotel gets to decide if they want to let that visitor stay the night, or as long as there are more hotels on the way, pass them down. If you are the last hotel in the lot, then the CEO does not have the option of passing visitors down beyond it. Once each hotel has been filled with a resident, the visitor phase ends and players get paid by those visitors. Visitors pay out the amount that they are worth multiplied by the number of shares a player has in the hotel. So black will receive $3, red will receive 2, and green will receive 1. Black will receive another 3, and yellow will receive $3. The types of visitors that come to Hoboken are families, which are worth $1 a share, Blue View families, which are worth $1 a share, except at the Blue View, where they are worth $2 a share. There are business travelers that are worth $2 a share. And then there are executives and rock stars, which come in at $3 a share. There are also bedbugs. Bedbugs come down and find the first available hotel, and they cannot be passed on. Bedbugs have no money, and so they pay out $0 during the payout phase. Once each player has been paid, the visitors go back into the bag, and the next round of negotiation begins. But as you may notice, there is also a hurricane coming to Hoboken. When you pull out of this bag, you can also pull hurricane chits. Hurricane chits get added to the hurricane track, and then another chit is drawn from the bag. As hurricane chits get added to the track, the hurricane gets closer and closer to Hoboken. At these spots along the track, that triggers an event from the hurricane event deck. The first time it hits one, we flip over 1 hurricane event card. When we get to the second, we then flip over 2 hurricane event cards. And finally, the third, we flip over 3. each hurricane event card has an event that affects either the current round of play or the next round of play. And so the game continues in negotiation phase, visitor phase, and payout until during the visitor phase, the last hurricane comes onto the track and the hurricane finally hits Hoboken. At which point, all the visitors already in hotels will pay out as normal. And then each hotel will collect on their insurance at a specific rate as noted on the board. So here, the cartwheel, at the end of the game, each player will get $3 per share, while the Super 9 only gets $1 per share. After that payout happens, everybody counts up their cash and the player with the most money wins. There are also some building permit cards which are not hotels. As you can see, there are only 9 hotels in a 4 to 6 player game. So some players will get favor cards instead. And these cards allow them to have a one-time bonus to use at their discretion over the course of the game.